If you look at these data centers today, they're not really prepared to scale beyond from what the data centers that was built 3-4 years ago. The dynamics today of massive inflow of data coming into our data centers is just amazing. It's just huge challenge, for any data centers. If you look at today the data points that we have, there's only around 20% of mission critical servers connected into storage area networking. Virtualization will change the game. Virtualization will allow to connect those other 80% of stranded servers into storage area networking, thus pumping huge amount of volume of data into your storage. So that's why when we talk to our customers about designing, managing, building data centers, we need to make sure that we provide them with architectural design that allows us to accommodate virtualization, moving forward. Scalability and at the same time performance and security are very key, in implementing data centers today. If you look at the trends in Asia Pacific over the last 5, 6, or 7 years, right? Many organizations are starting to adopt data centers and enterprise storage. When you talk about enterprise storage, you cannot escape from enterprise architecture of storage area network. As far as SMB is concerned, there's a lot of trends happening today with SMB. There are plenty of technology that's being adapted and distributed by our partners like HP, IBM, EMC, Hitachi, Dell, Sun. They have a smaller packages that is targeted and aimed to our SMB users. Now, another key trend that's happening today with SMB is they're asking for a data center or a storage to be delivered as a service. So this is attracting, a number of companies out there who is building a business of offering or providing storage to SMB as a service. And you will see this evolving more and more, as the need, for deploying enterprise application into the storage will come to play within the next few years. If you look at again the dynamics between the two areas, in data center, storage area networking, although it's extremely critical, in running application in your driving application into your enterprise storage, only captures 40% of our enterprise data, in our data center. What happened with the other 60%? They're all residing as files. They're all residing in the other parts. We call it edge of your data center, which is around the file world. This is the information that all of us today adapts. Your Microsoft applications like PowerPoints and Word documents and Excel spreadsheets, different kinds of files, right? Your AutoCAD, all these things, right? These are all file-based. Over the period of time, there was no technology that actually provides a solution to our users on how to manage them. So that's why if you can see the challenges of managing files, it's humongous. Today, it's attracting very little attention, coming from IT users. But more and more, as the file-based information continue to proliferate around the world, definitely IT managers will have to go and see and how to manage their files. We are differentiating SAN and file area networking, storage area networking, file area networking, right? File area networking comes into play managing what is being attached into your network. So basically, network attached storage, its job is to connect and be able to provide capacity from storage which is attached into your file systems, right? But file area networking allows you to manage what's being attached. If you look at the dynamics, and the geographical spread of Asia Pacific, most of our companies here or the countries that's involved in Asia Pacific are so far from each other, disparate, around the region, right? So what happened is file area networking, it starts from branch solution or branch offices. What are we doing with those branch offices that's been proliferating, mushrooming all over the place today? And when we are talking about branch offices, we are basically talking about files being saved not at the core, but at the branch. That is bad as far as compliance is concerned. That is not good as far as backup and recovery is concerned. That is not good as far as security is concerned. So the challenge now of IT managers is to be able to say, we can't stop putting up branch offices around the region because it supports our business. But I need to be able to have a central management system that allows me to manage, backup, comply, with all the file-based data that are deployed across the region. So that's why if you look at the file management or file area networking, you got to understand, first of all, where is it being deployed and why is it important? File area networking starts with a branch solution. How do we provide technology that allows us to tend to those challenges I just mentioned? Number two, as soon as we establish, the highways or the conduit or the connection, from the branch back to the data center, we have to manage them. Suddenly, you have to pull everything in your data center. The moment you pull it, what are you going to do about it? You got to manage them. You got to virtualize them. You have to life cycle them, from one storage device to another storage device. You have to protect them, and you have to give them a global, conventional naming spaces, so that the user at 3,000 kilometers away, from data center is able to find the file that he saved in his computer back, to his server. So that's why if you look at the entire dynamics, in the file area networking, it is extremely extremely dynamic and it's very, very exciting as far as helping the real needs, of our IT computing, as far as managing their file-based information.